Kidnapped Santa by Analynn Riley. Chapter 4. Kidnapped. I was nervous. This message wasn't turning out to be anything like what I could have imagined. No one spoke. I think we were all feeling the same way. This was a cruel thing that was happening on Christmas Day. So, now that you don't have any toys, your parents can go out on Boxing Day, the day after Christmas, and buy you some because you won't get any from Santa Claus this year. Ho, ho, ho! I don't believe it, stammered Makenna. Now I'll never get my Makenna set. And I'll never get a kitty, cried Lauren. Liam remained quiet. He then offered somberly, "We better pop the rest of the balloons to find the other clues." Our parents had glum looks on their faces. Mom and Dad were shaking their heads. They couldn't believe what was happening. "Sorry, kids," Grandma said, trying to calm us down. "Let's get to the bottom of this and find out who's behind this cruel joke." Grandma's voice told me she was angry too. Auntie said quietly, "Who's going to give up the next balloon?" Liam got up, walked over to a drawer in the kitchen, took something out that looked like a safety pin, and without any warning, stuck it into his balloon. Did it ever make a pop? Another folded message fell out. He picked it up, opened it all the way, and read, "Clue number 1. Merry Christmas, greedy Gusses. That's right. All kids are greedy Gusses at Christmas. You kids want toys, 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 and your parents buy you more and more toys. Do you know how much money toy companies make at Christmas? Millions of dollars. So guess what I did? Ho, ho, ho. I decided that I would make all that money myself this year." How come Santa didn't give away any free toys last night? The answer to this question is in clue number 3. Ho, ho, ho! Makenna marched over to Liam, took the pin he had used, and stuck it into the middle of her balloon. It popped even louder than Liam's had, but it didn't zoom around the room. Instead, it flopped to the floor. Makenna picked up the message that flipped out and carefully unfolded it. She gave it to her dad. He read, "Clue number 4. Hello again, all you greedy Gusses out there." Makenna looked at us with tears in her eyes. "I wasn't a greedy Gus. I only asked Santa for one thing, just one thing, a Makenna set. Was that being a greedy Gus?" She looked sadly at her mom and dad. "No, dear, you are not a greedy Gus. You are a thoughtful, darling little girl, and we love you just the way you are." Her mom hugged her. "Whoever is doing this is very mean," added her dad. "That's right," agreed Grandpa. "Let's hear the rest of the clue." "Santa's a little cold since I took his magical suit, but he'll live for now. The tape I used to tape his mouth closed stuck to his beard, so it hurt when I ripped it off. He's still alive, just like all you greedy Gusses will live without your toys, toys, toys. Money, 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 I am rich, rich, rich. Since I'm the new Santa, old Saint Nick won't be needed anymore. I finally decided how to get rid of him. I've been busy getting all the toys from under trees, so it took a while to make a plan as great as this. To dump him in an Arctic lake. We'll find out once and for all if old Saint Nick really does have any Santa magic. If he calls out for help and his elves find him, then we'll know that his magic is real. If he calls out and no one comes, he'll sink and freeze, and everyone will know that I am the new Santa, a very, very rich Santa who doesn't give children toys. Ho, ho, ho! I plan to toss him in the lake on December 31st. What a great way to bring in the new year. Out with the old and in with the new. I'll be the richest Santa ever. All you little greedy Gusses will be begging me for toys. I love getting mail, so don't forget to send me your Christmas lists. Ho, ho, ho. Happy writing. Ho, ho, ho. Toss him in an Arctic lake? Santa will die for sure. Makenna was crying. We can't let that happen. We have to tell the elves. We have to help. Don't Arctic lakes have ice on them? Lauren asked. Thick ice. If Santa is under that ice, no one will hear him, not even his elves. Makenna was crying harder now. Since there is no Santa, he can't be thrown into any lake. This message is meant to scare little kids who believe in the myth of a Santa Claus. I'm trying to pound some sense into my cousin, but I better not say anything more just now because everyone is so upset. Next clue, Dad said. Lauren sadly gave her balloon to my dad. You can pop it. I'd rather not. My dad took the pin and stuck it in. The balloon popped as loudly as Makenna's. Lauren jumped a little, but then reached down to get the last clue. She read it out loud. Clue number 3. Where's Santa? The big old man is sitting in my store. I thought he might like to see price tags being put on all the free toys he had for you. That's right. From now on, no more free toys at Christmas. If you greedy Gusses want toys, you have to buy them. I bet you're wondering how I got all Santa's toys from under Christmas trees. Easy peasy. Piece of cake. I stole his magical toy bag. I stole his sleigh and reindeer too. Then I took a large vacuum cleaner. I had it specially made to be silent so you greedy Gusses wouldn't hear it on Christmas Eve. The vacuum sucked up all the toys under the trees, and it sucked up some extras too, like socks, house coats, special foods in fancy baskets, underwear, ties, dishes, all sorts of stuff, which I can sell. Then I took the sleigh and the white-bearded old man to my store. Driving that sleigh was a blast. It's faster than a supersonic jet. I know you're wondering what's going to happen to the Santa Claus of Christmases past. The answer is in the last clue. Ho, ho, ho! Grandma put the tea kettle on. It's late. Let's have tea and cookies. We'll figure out what to do in the morning after we've all had a good sleep. Good idea, said Grandpa, who got up to help Grandma with the snack. Grandma's right, said Mum. How about getting pajamas on and we'll start fresh tomorrow morning. I obeyed, but Lauren kept sitting. I wonder if my Christmas kitty got sucked up into the vacuum cleaner, she said, then started to cry. That would be the worst thing that could ever happen. Now she was crying as hard as Makenna had been. I can't go to bed, shouted Makenna. What if this mean man changes his mind and throws Santa in the ice lake tonight? He said he'll do it on New Year's Eve, said Uncle. I think he means it. But which ice lake will he throw him into? Asked my little cousin.